Muy buenas a todos, gente, ¿cómo están? Espero que muy bien. Sean todos bienvenidos una vez más aquí a mi canal, a nuestro canal, a Mass Effect, a la Normandy. Estamos con el Capitán Shepard. Ok, parece que hay como una... Estamos intentando recibir una llamada y no se logra escucharnos o no se logra entender. ¿Qué onda con esto? Bueno, ¿se acuerdan? En el capítulo anterior logramos rescatar a la doctora Liara Tsoni, ¿no? Y eso, y logramos sacarla de las garras del mal, de estar martirizada por el mal, de ser parte del mal. La rescatamos de los Get. Y ahora está en la Normandía con nosotros. ¿Qué les parece si aprovechamos el momento, el capítulo de hoy, para conocer un poco más a la tripulación? Yo creo que vendría bien, que nos vendría bien a todos, conocer un poco más a todos los
Yes, Commander.
personajes. Em, Creo que ya hablamos con Presley sobre el tema de los aliens en la nave. Esto creo que ya lo hemos hablado.
Carry on, Presley. Yes, sir.
Vamos a hablar directamente con el resto de los personajes que forman parte del pelotón. Por aquí tenemos, en este piso tenemos a Keidan Alenko y a la doctora Chokwas. Y a Liara, que está en el fondo. Vamos a hablar primero con Keidan. ¿Qué tal lo llevas, Keidan? Tengo un poco de tos, disculpen.
Anything you need, Commander?
Información.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Una evaluación oficial o extraoficial. Vamos a decirle que extraoficial, que hable con libertad, así puede decir lo que piensa con libre vocabulario. Vamos a decir a ver qué es lo que piensa Kaden.
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
Parece que Keidan no está a gusto con la misión. Wow, el hecho de que nos manden a atrapar a Saren, pero que el consejo no ayude en nada en lo que tenemos que hacer, siendo que Saren la está jodiendo bastante.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
De acuerdo. ¿Para qué te entrenaron?
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Wow. ¿Acaso crees que eso no fue un accidente? Parece que la biótica, que es lo que tiene el comandante Shepard, que puede utilizar la biótica porque yo elegí que él sea biótico. Parece que todo surgió por una explosión accidental con el elemento cero, que es... El elemento cero es un elemento que hay dentro del universo de Mass Effect que se utiliza prácticamente para todo. Lo que es el avance tecnológico.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Salto cero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. biggest and farthest facility we had for decades, right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Amigos.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Canales kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
And you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
¿Te enamoraste de ella?
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Explosiones deliberadas, esto me llama la
You know of any
atención.
intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Canales did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
O sea, parece que fue todo hecho deliberadamente experimentando con gente.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
¿Sabes que puedes hablar conmigo?
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner.
No pasa nada, compi.
Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Ok, bueno, ya conocemos un poco más el tema de Alenko. Parece que tuvo una infancia bastante jodida, ¿no? O sea, bastante dura. Al menos en donde, por el lugar en donde lo entrenaban. Mira, acá está la doctora
Yes, Commander?
Chakwas.
Is there something you need?
Vamos a hacer un par de preguntas
How did you end up
personales.
serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Esta parece ser una doctora que ama su trabajo y que le gusta hacer lo que hace.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Parece que ella sabe algunas cosas sobre Kaidan.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
Un L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Kaidan's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Ok. Solo tiene migrañas. Pues ok. Pues bueno, eso es
I should
todo
go.
lo que
Goodbye, Commander.
podemos hablar con la doctora. Y aquí tenemos a Liara. Vamos a hablar con ella.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Me gustaría hablar contigo.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
¿Debes sentirte sola?
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Ok, no sé si se estará escuchando, pero mi perra está ladrando y es molesto. Siempre ladra, siempre tiene que aparecer en uno de mis videos. Si no ladra mi perra, no es uno de mis videos. Claramente no. Bueno, aparentemente soy fascinante para Liara. No intentes estudiarme. ¿Soy fascinante?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an
Que estoy
interesting specimen for an
bromeando.
in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Solo quería decir que serías un espécimen interesante para un estudio. Eso suena peor. Ay. La tranquilizamos, ¿no? Sí. Es que es una broma, loco.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
Sí, lo creo.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Ok. Como cultura Sari y Venecia. Esto lo dejaremos para más adelante.
I should go.
Nos
Goodbye,
vemos.
Shepard.
Adiós. Y tenemos 44 puntitos de experiencia. Genial. Yo el tema de hablar con los personajes podría hacerlo fuera de cámara y directamente hacer las partes de acción. Pero lo que me sucede con este juego es que me interesa que se sepa la historia. Me interesa que se conozcan a los personajes. Para después todos conocer o llegar a ver hasta dónde pueden llegar. Y en qué se terminan convirtiendo cada uno. Porque, les aclaro, los personajes que conocemos ahora no van a ser los mismos que se conocen al final del juego. Y no van a ser los mismos de la tercera entrega. Me refiero a que no van a ser los mismos que ellos van a pasar por un cambio, ¿no? O sea, van a evolucionar
Commander,
como
how
todo
are you?
personaje, ¿no? Sí, Seki, tú.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
¿Cómo
Like
cuál
what?
es?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best.
I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Antes de continuar con la conversación con Garrus, les voy a aclarar, Garrus es uno de mis personajes favoritos del juego. O sea, me encanta. Es que no hay con qué darle, me encanta este personaje.
That's tough, but you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
¿Querías ser un espectro?
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
No me ofende igual, pero...
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Depende. O sea, tampoco podemos ir ahí en plan de... No, mira, yo no le hago caso a la ley y hago todo a mi manera. No, tampoco esto es una película de acción, loco. Tampoco es así.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean. I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Bueno, como pueden ver, Garrus tiene una manera de pensar del estilo de... el fin justifica los medios. O al menos eso pareciera al comienzo. Después eso cambiará un poquito. Este lugar creo que nunca vi esta parte de la nave. Igual no hay nada. Mira, aquí está Ashley, nuestra otra chica de la tripulación.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
Ashley quiere hablar con nosotros. Pues claro, hablemos.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Ok, parece que a Ashley no le gusta el hecho de que haya aliens en la nave. ¿Por no ser de la alianza? ¿O porque son aliens? Porque son aliens es como muy... muy racista sería.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Te estás pasando la raya. ¿No confías en los aliens?
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Pero necesitamos aliados, Ashley.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Eres un poco cínica. Aunque ahora los miembros del consejo parecen nobles, si tienen tres paredes en la pared, nos abandonarán. No necesariamente.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
Ya, o sea, entiendo su punto de vista, pero es que tampoco me parece de esa manera.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
¿Tu
It
servicio?
doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
¿Y la familia?
You're lucky. I lost my family on Mindoir. Are you related to anyone I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. I read about Mindoir. The Alliance screwed the pooch on that one. Should have had a bigger garrison. Is that why you're out here? To take the fight to the pirates?
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold bricking.
Por la gallega.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one I know who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Macapog boot camp, too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
Ok, parece que tenemos algo en común con Ashley. Interesante. Bueno, con respecto a volviendo a la parte de los aliens, comprendo... Debes trabajar con los aliens, cállate. Y comprendo los sentimientos. La verdad que entiendo lo que le pasa a ella. Lo comprendo, o sea, en serio lo comprendo.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
¿Y por qué no a mí? Oh, apa. Parece que las cosas se ponen un poquito interesantes. ¿Ya qué?
Would you kiss anyone I ordered you to?
That depends, sir. If you ordered me to kiss a superior officer, that would be a violation of the regs concerning fraternization. That would make it an illegal order. I'd be required to decline and relieve you of command. Sir.
Ok. ¿Qué tal nos va?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Sí, son familia, pero puede pasar, o sea...
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
No seas cruel.
I don't think she's used to teasing. Good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Hablaremos más
Looking
tarde.
forward to it, sir.
Y, ok. Y vamos a hablar con... mi segundo personaje favorito de toda la saga.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Para. Para tu tren. ¿Conociste a Saren?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
Qué chabón.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Wow.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Bueno, parece que Rex conoció a nuestro amiguito Saren. Y aquí está Tali, la última
Oh,
de la
hello,
familia.
Shepard.
Es lo que me falta. Pareces preocupada.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
A mí me gusta el silencio para dormir.
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Nostalgia.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
Pero tú volverás.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Ok.
I should go.
See you later.
Nos vemos, Tali. Bueno, y ahora conocemos un poco más sobre todos los personajes del pelotón de la Normandía. Nos faltaría hablar con Joker, pero Joker nos dice lo mismo que nos dijo la última vez que hablamos con él sobre la hoja de servicio y sobre su enfermedad y bla 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 bla. Es raro de que nos cuente otro tipo de cosas. Así que bueno, chicos, vamos a hacer lo siguiente. Una pregunta directamente para los que quieran contestar, si es que alguien aguantó hasta esta parte del video. Si es que alguien aguantó hasta este lugar, vamos a hacer lo siguiente. En el próximo episodio, como esta misión ya está terminada, en el próximo episodio tenemos 3 opciones. Tenemos ir al asteroide X-57, ir a Noveria o ir a Feros. Esta misión es una misión del DLC sobre un asteroide y un planeta. Esta misión de Noveria es sobre un lugar de contrabando donde suceden cosas muy interesantes. Y Feros es una colonia humana que se encuentra por ahí, que puede ser que necesite nuestra ayuda. Solamente diciendo eso, los que han llegado hasta aquí, por favor déjenme en la caja de comentarios a qué lugar quieren que vaya en el próximo video, si a Feros, Noveria o el asteroide. Tienen un par de días para contestar, y en el caso de que no contesten, pues bueno, no pasa nada, pues yo decidiré a qué lugar ir. El capítulo de hoy, chicos, lo vamos a dejar por aquí, habiendo conocido un poco a la tripulación. Sé que no fue un capítulo de acción, pero básicamente después de cada misión grande sucederá esto de que hablaremos con todos los personajes de la nave para saber qué es lo que piensan o cómo se sienten y cómo van evolucionando. Así que nada, chicos y chicas, espero que les haya gustado el capítulo de hoy, aunque no tuvo acción. Lo lamento, pero esto es así. Así que nada, espero que lo hayan disfrutado, les haya pasado un rato agradable, se hayan aunque sea entretenido un poco. Y nada, chicos, como siempre, gracias por ver, like si les gustó, dislike si no les gustó, y nos vemos en un siguiente video de Mass Effect, por supuesto aquí acompañados de Shepard, nuestro héroe.